And so what are the triggers? We've identified them. What's reinforcing, right? So I mentioned just a little bit ago, there are two basic types of reinforcement, internal and external reinforcement, right? We typically focus on external reinforcement. I also call external reinforcement operant behavior, right? So a dog performs a behavior and gets something externally, right? Whether they get something they want, your dog barks at you and you pay attention to it, right? That was positively reinforcing barking, right? My dog is stressed, he barks at something, it goes away. That is external reinforcement through negative reinforcement, right? And so your dog has either gotten something for the behavior from the environment or relieve stress through it from the environment. So that's external reinforcement. That's the easy one, right? The easier one to cope with. To remove external reinforcement isn't as hard, right? In the real world, it can be hard, right? But if my dog, for instance, has learned to bark at strangers when they come up and the strangers go away, then I just enlist friends who won't go away and I can have them come in and I can reinforce the dog, and the dog, that if it were strictly that, then that wouldn't get the desired result, and that behavior would gradually go away if it happened enough, right? So once a behavior's been reinforced, right? If it gets stopped being reinforced one day, that behavior will gradually go away, right? Now, it won't go away immediately because it's been reinforced, but it will gradually go away. And that process of going away is called extinction, right? So if you rewarded your dog for sitting for a while and then you said, I don't want you to sit anymore, and you stopped, that sitting would gradually go away, right? And it would come back. They would have what they call extinction bursts. So as a behavior gets weaker and weaker and weaker, starting to go away because it's not being reinforced anymore, suddenly it comes back a little bit with a vengeance, right? The dog's trying, it's like, hey, this worked in the past, it's gotta work. So they do the same behavior with a little extra energy for a bit, gets weaker, and then it just disappears, right? So if it's external reinforcement, and it hasn't, depends on how many times it's been reinforced, how long, consistency, but it would eventually go away if the dog stopped achieving the result for the dog. So external reinforcement is a little easier for us to manage most of the time.
If you enjoy our videos, we post our social media videos to our website, Leerburg.com, a week or two before we post them to our YouTube channel. These early release videos can be found on the front page of our site or by going to the site and selecting Video on Demand from the toolbar and then select Free. Thank you for watching.